Dina Oktaviani from class A1 Management. On this occasion, I will be reading chapter 1 from English for Business book. Chapter 1. What is business? The definition of business. In general, business is defined as an activity carried out by individuals or groups or organizations that carry out sales, production, distribution, purchasing, or exchange of goods or service. And this business activity also has the aim of making a profit. There are three ways to use the word business. Number 1, business entity, namely technical, legal, and economic unit for profit. Number 2, certain market sector, for example, such as the capital market. 3, all activities conducted by the producer or producer community of goods or service. Brown and Fratello. According to Brown and Fratello, business is defined as an institution that produces or creates an item or service that is needed and desired by the public, and all matters concerning various business carried out by the government or private sector, whether they pursue profit or not. B. Griffin and Ebert, 1996. According to Griffin and Ebert, business is an activity that provides goods or services that are needed and desired by consumers or public. Business activities can be carried out by a business organization that has a legal entity or business entity, or individuals who do not have a legal entity or business entity. For example, such as trade vendors, stalls that do not have a business place permit (SIPU), or other informal business. Hugas and Kapor. According to Hugas and Kapor, business is an organization that provides goods or service for profit. A business or company is said to succeed in making a profit or profit if the total revenue in one period is greater than the total costs incurred. Getting profit is the main attraction in running a business. Through the profit they get, the business person can explain his business so that it can generate profit or even greater profit. Alan Afua, 2004. According to Alan Afua, business is an organized or structured individual or group business activity conducted to produce and sell goods or service to get profit in meeting the needs and desires of the community. Usually, people who run a business must make money and time spent, and they also must take the risks. They are usually referred to as entrepreneurs. Hooper. According to Hooper, business is a very complex activity that is usually carried out in the field of industry, banking, transportation, sales, distribution, and so forth. The purpose of the activity is to benefit those who do it. The function of business. Each activity must have a function and purpose. Well, so is business. Business also has a function and purpose. Here are some functions and objectives of the business, including a function. A function is a rule which related the values of one variable quantity to the values of another variable quantity, and thus so in such a way that the value of the second variable quantity is uniquely determined by is a function of the value of the first variable quantity. Function can also be defined as a relation from a set of inputs to a set of possible outputs, where each input is related to exactly one output. There are some business functions, namely: number 1, production. The first business function is the production. Production is a process of combining various material inputs and immaterial inputs, plan, know-how, in order to make something of constituent output. It is the act of creating an output, a good or service which has value on and distributed to unity of individuals. The area of economics that focus on production is referred to as production theory, which in many respects is similar to the consumption or consumer theory in economics. For example, such as furniture companies, financial service companies, and so forth. Number 2, distribution. The next business function is the distribution. Distribution means to spread the product throughout the marketplace such that a large number of people can buy it. Distribution involves doing the following things: a good transport system to make the goods into different geographical areas. B, a good tracking system so that the right goods reach at the right time in the right quantity. C, a good packaging, which takes the wear and tear of transport. For tracking the place where the product can be placed such that there is maximum opportunity to buy it. 5. It involves a system to make back goods from the grade. Distribution can make or break a company. A good distribution system quite simply means the company has better chance of selling its products more than its competitors. The company that spreads its product better and faster into the marketplace at lower cost than its competitors will make greater margins above raw material, price better, and last longer in tough market conditions. Distribution is critical for any type of industry or service. The best price, product, promotion, and people to nothing if the product is not available for sale at the points at which consumer can buy. Number 3. Sales. The next big business function is sales. Sales are activities related to selling or the number of goods or services sold in given target time period. The seller or provider of the goods or service completes a sale in response to an execution, appropriation, requisition, or a direct interaction with the buyer at the point of sale. There is a vesting of title, property, or ownership of the item, and the statement of a price in which every man is reached on a price of which transfer of ownership of the item will occur. The seller, not the purchaser, typically executes the sale, and it may be complete prior to the obligation of payment. In the case of indirect interaction, a person who sells goods or services on behalf of the owner is known as a salesman or saleswoman or salesperson, but this often refers to someone selling goods in a store or shop, in which case all other terms are also common, including sales rep, shop assistant, and retail sales. Number 4. Marketing. The next business function is marketing. Marketing refers to activities a company undertakes to promote the buying or selling of a product or service. Marketing includes advertising, selling, and delivering products to consumer or other business. Some marketing is done by affiliates or behalf of a company.